Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
I get in this room and I never end up doing anything all day. I get stuck in here.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Oh, it's nice of you to oblige hearing me. Thank you.
Pay attention.
How's everybody doing this morning?
I had the little one with me today. I was telling DT if I won't be too active in here this morning.
Yeah, I wish I could take that advice.
What advice?
Well, I went back and checked YouTube after my day 2 days ago, and every time I've had the kids, the last 5 times I've had a red day. I think there needs to be a rule that I just take the day off if the kid's home. Well, I can come hang out or something, but I need to not trade.
I'm gonna work the first 45 minutes to an hour. And
well, I think, yeah, I think that's what I'll probably end up doing is just making a rule where I'll trade the open, like my sweet spot, and then just walk away after that. Because I can occupy him like with the TV or something for at least a half hour.
That's what I'm thinking, man.
Good morning, Nick. It's been an eventful morning with the new account. I'm up $70 on TD Ameritrade account and down 106 on CMAG. Jeez. So transparent. I know he's going commando. I can neither confirm nor deny that.
It really does, dude.
I mean, as it should.
Yeah, I get it, but the only time that I put this much concentration is if I'm using a table saw or a grinder. Other than that, I can do it like blindfolded. Morning, Colin.
Something your normal 9 to 5 or...
Well, that's the thing. It's like if you're trading the way that we are, I feel like it's different. But if you're trading, like if you're a swing trader or you get into a position and you can walk away, et cetera, it's that's a big difference.
Yeah, you put it on, you put your stop loss in, you walk away.
Yeah. But if going to the bathroom and coming back could ruin your trade, then yeah, you need 100% focus. Oliver, what's up, man? Good luck to you as well. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way in. That's what you guys should get into a routine. When you come in here in the morning, you should just click and be done with it.
I'm not normally looking for that big move. I'm just looking for a portion of it. Maybe one day. Do a throw a few trades on in the morning and say, I'll come back later.
If you take that new job, you might be doing that.
You?
You.
What new job?
Real estate.
Oh, if I get into that, and luckily for that, I wouldn't be doing much before 9 here, which is the first few hours of the day. I could still trade like normal in the morning.
I don't think I could ever go back to something, even if it was something that made like decent money, just knowing like what I could do here. All you gotta do is increase size.
Well,
Just do the same thing.
I'm just talking about doing some investment in real estate, which will take time, obviously.
I thought you were talking about like being a real estate agent or something.
No.
Well, you said job. DT said job, so that's why I assumed that.
Well, it is.
Technically, this is a job. I mean,
Not if you get a management company.
not if you get a what?
A management company. Let's say we have our rental now and we don't do anything. We just collect the check.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't be doing residential. I'd be doing commercial, which does take a little effort.
Oh, I'm waiting, DT. Trust me. I'm waiting for the phone call or email or whatever they do.
What, those people?
I only manage 2 or so properties now, but I used to manage like It's just part of my business. But 5.6, I was constantly getting calls. I mean, it's good. It's work.
Well, I would
Making
hope,
money on it besides renting
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I would hope most of those calls would never come, but I'm just waiting for like the major appliance call or, you
Air
know, like-
conditioning or something.
yeah, yeah, like
Plumbing,
those calls.
electrical, house
Yeah.
caught on fire. No
Well, the
power.
house caught on fire, I might not care about, but all the other
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh shit! It burned down. There's $5,000, 50, whatever, 500.
Insurance.
That's probably like for the house. Like obviously, I would never wish this, but if the house were to burn down, the fact that it's a rental at that point is like the best way to do it because it's literally no
Not
question.
by yourself.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. My dad was joking around. We had a hard time selling a house, and then we had it on a lease, and that ended up turning out really bad. Couldn't get the guy out of the house. And my dad thought about, if you leave the gas on for a couple of days, and then you call, because this is back when telephones had the ringers in them. He said,
Right.
that causes a spark, will cause the thing to explode, and you're gonna say you left the oven.
Wait, those old telephones call Sparks?
The ones with a bell in them,
Oh wow.
the old bell telephones, the ones you used to actually ring because there's electrical current in there, can cause a spark
Wow.
because
That
it's
makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, it makes sense. Scary.
Cause the little metal thing to go ding 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 ding.
yeah. I can't think of the thing that makes the bell ring.
Sorry to hear that, Nick.
Market's looking awfully slow.
JZX.
Let's see what happens. That's
Yeah, what happened? Yeah, what happened to the SPY? Was there some news overnight or something?
Yesterday was supposed to be the Fed day, but I never heard anything about it, so I really don't know what happened with that.
I don't know. A lot of news rumors.
Let's see. I heard the European markets had like the worst day since 2020 or something.
Jeez, you only got a minute and a half.
Those jobless claims, another 370,000. So 370,000 individuals filed new unemployment claims last week. So it could be that. People aren't getting to work. Shocker.
Some say people are big money pouring money out, put into bigger growth stocks like Amazon and Apple and Google. Less risk.
Look, guys, we're opening in a minute. Not a lot moving in the pre-market, which is fun.
LA Tesla, IBD reporting Tesla self-driving data designed to shipping Saturday, July 20th.
If y'all want to see a Green Day, hit that like button. That's so corny to say, but I just said it. I don't know why I'm really focused on the like button this morning. Don't ask. Because I don't have an answer. Stretchy, stretchy. Alrighty. Good luck. Ding, ding, ding.
All I'm out if you see him.
I'm gonna say Thomas isn't in here. Said it's 9 to 5 is getting him.
So,
Ooh, AMC getting dirty, dirty.
getting slammed.
No, not right this second, but just overall, their daily. That daily looks horrible. So does GME's. I think people are finally just getting tired of them.
Your CLF is getting a little bit of push.
All I see is red. Red on the scanners.
Again, pretty bad. Forgot about that.
Brian said he got some more shares, like 1,200 shares or something at some point yesterday, and got his average to 44 or something. It's almost there.
We almost back.
The old Steve approach.
Hold on it.
Keep adding
The thing is, though, he realized some losses like early in the morning. So even if he gets to his average, like he still would have some work to do.
Gonna be right on my ticker. Unless that thing really tanks.
Yeah.
What's that thing doing today? Not a lot of.
Oh, new high. DBGI.
CLF.
Today's gonna be one of them days, huh? Everything's off the bottom.
Kind of thought the SPY might bounce today because it was kind of gapping down into support.
It is bouncing as of right this second.
I'm saying I was kind of expecting that to happen, but I'm not sure where it goes from here. Does it bounce up and just fail, or does it bounce up and hold? I don't know. Oh, geez. Cool.
Everything's off the bottom. This sucks.
Shares dropping.
I'll get the SPY up. Let me debating and shorting the SPY over here. I'm like, I just short this.
I feel like not that long ago, before COVID, really, like nothing really followed the SPY like this, and now it's like everything does.
Now everything follows the SPY. And look at CLF and the SPY, they're the same chart.
DBGI going a little crazy. It's got a lot of volume. Yeah. Dog, Bravo, Golf, India.
Shorts on that one, and I don't feel like long on it.
Yeah, it looks like a lower float. We don't have a float registering on our end.
I think it's lower stock, bro. You
WKH
probably
is
don't have
kind of
force,
watching.
right?
It says 8 million here.
Would want 13.50.
You shorts on that, Bash?
No. I was more so telling you for a possible long.
This test isn't doing anything special right now. Jeez.
Kinda watching Workhorse, I guess. It's a bigger company though.
Dude, I hate this new neighbor and his stupid dog. Every single night that thing wakes me up.
Keeping that one up, just rooting for Brian. Trying to watch it. Put it up top there. It's really cold in here. I'll turn the fan off.
Everything's SSR.
Yep.
Everything on SSR. The world.
Goes your carve trying to get back up there. Still under VWAP though.
Not want to really be firing to trade after the bell.
VWAP. VWAP.
WKHS orders through 13.70. Yes, please.
Mm-mm-mm. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Well, I guess we're back to sitting here until like 10 o'clock again.
Been test my new hot buttons. I set up hot buttons last night.
What?
Our fault.
We didn't get any.
Nope.
Not yet. There it is.
Now seeing
Told you that was heading back up. Man,
I'm like, that isn't moving.
I had that up and it was below VWAP, and now all of a sudden it's halted.
Right.
Suppose the internet says that has a short interest today.
The internet says. Well, the internet says.
Uh-oh. Negative.
EARB.
Oh gosh, BFG.
Forgot I need to cut that off of there.
EARB.
Somebody lost on the prices, right?
It's just CLF coming down. Boom. Anything, Timothy?
Everything and TV so far.
There we go.
DBGI did not hold up. What are you watching, Tim?
I mean, I'm just flipping charts. I haven't seen anything even worth watching. Everything's just off the bottom, and you know me with that. I was watching Workhorse, hoping for like a 1350 push, but that didn't happen.
Watching what stock?
Not really watching any stock, or I said VXRT, but I just was saying everything's off the bottom, and Workhorse, VXRT and Workhorse. But I mean, I was hoping they would run, but neither of them are really running. Workhorse is trying, but it's struggling. neg is also on SSR now, which is not a good thing. I mean, it is, but it isn't. It's good that it got to SSR, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. Workhorse, I guess I'd still be interested in if it wants to get up near like 14.
CLF.
ARPO float's gonna rotate on that one pretty soon. It's a cheaper stock. GBS have no shares.
This curve.
That thing is nuts.
Come on. CLF.
It's halted and it's halting again already.
I'm sorry, I look stupid there, but I took that off the small line.
I've noticed that, again, things are taking a little longer to halt now. I wonder if they're doing that on purpose. I wonder if that's like a new thing on the back end.
Is car bolted again?
Yeah, oh yeah, like instantly went up to the halt price.
Of course, it looks like it wants to.
Workhorse, yeah, it's kind of grindy at the moment.
Been trying to talk myself out of space. And really find anything good to trade here.
Yeah, a little bit on CLF.
Wait, was neg halted? It was.
Yeah, to the upside.
Wow, jeez. What a move off the bottom there.
Jeez.
There's no way that thing's gonna go higher. There's so many people underwater under that 65 area.
Don't really have great watch list here.
Me neither, man. Me neither.
It's up to chart.
And the COHN has like no volume, but it's up there. It's basically NTV.
Cone basically NTV.
And it's halting. Few amount of halts this morning.
And NTV. /halt.
Yeah, there goes neg. I bet you neg's gonna get a decent little draw. Oh, it's trying to halt down now.
Vegas.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I feel like it should, like, I'm looking at the candles. I'm like, these aren't big enough candles to be halting, but I mean, it is $10 moves. It's crazy. U1 halted. What was the one I had up that looked okay? Is that LMFA? Yeah.
UONE, Urban One, halted on a circuit breaker, uniform to November Echo.
XBR. Maybe.
COHN, Conan, and company also halted on a circuit breaker, Charlie Oscar.
OXBR up.
2533 to high. Harbor halted again on the circuit breaker. CARB.
PSAC basically NTV.
Watching OXBR, but was hoping it would continue there. Man, if CLF breaks there, man, you're good to like $16.
I just took 100 of it out. 1783 finished support level.
Yeah, there's a lot of room on that daily.
I don't know what this thing's doing there. It's a big drop. Dude, what is this thing doing?
Straight down for the old DDD.
Looking at the stock for me.
Oh, I'm saying, you said, where's it going? I said, straight down for you.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, I got you. What did I mean by DDD? Got you.
Stock.
Yeah.
DDD. I was like, is DDD dropping?
Looking at your screen, don't look like I missed much.
No, bro, you haven't missed a damn thing. I mean, Brian hasn't even taken a trade.
Heavier. Looks like it's gonna die, dude. Market's so extended to the downside though already. I see nothing, huh? $18 would be cool.
What show is that?
Not really. Just watching something on YouTube.
Sounded more interesting than what we're doing. I was gonna join in.
Should I mute the channel? Is it annoying?
Little brother.
It's just background noise. You could hear it pretty good though.
That's it. I should it's got it on quiet too. I don't know. It just picks it up really well. I think it's a noise suppression thing. Because it's a voice, it's really zeroing in.
Right, yeah.
If I turn that off, it'll be better.
Well, looks like we probably could have just shorted any of these things.
For real.
COHN, Cohen and Company resumes trading. Charlie Oscar Hotel November. Shares got a high 25.33, now resuming 23.80.
Added back into this thing, which might have been dumb, but
ICBD, Yankee Charlie Bravo Delta. Releasing a research plan on CBD.
this is just 29 now.
Seeks to identify novel cannabinoids for therapeutic use. That Yankee Charlie Bravo Delta. Shares of Cohen and Company spiking again here, 26.95. Charlie Oscar Hotel November.
So we couldn't hear Charlie before, but now we can really hear him.
Shares are resuming, I believe, 11.7.
Maybe it's just better if you go. JK.
Gan up.
COHN has a 230K float.
Go baby go.
230K.
Yeah. It's got 375K volume and it's halted and it's already traded its float. COHN. Look at the daily on that thing. Yeah, look at the daily on that thing. It's crazy. The moves that thing makes. It's literally
Sell
like
off, aren't you?
he's been in it.
I took it off.
COHN's like that stock where if you just wake up and you're in a gambling mood, just be like, all right, fuck it, red, red or green.
Probably gonna bad move that I got out of this, but
Die NEGGD. Okay, that looks bad.
need like one more okay trade to get the goal.
Must be nice.
This would have been it. This would have been it. It's because of the ad. It's screwed me. Oh well.
CRV, Harvard,
Carve.
Oh.
Yikes.
I'm going. Carve to the moon, huh? Got a gap fill for you down on 1842, Bash.
There's two gap fills. One up there at 22, but yeah,
Hardball
we'd
out.
we'd have to wait for the second one.
Let's get the bottom one's the one you want.
Yeah, that's right. That thing ain't going there anytime soon. Holy smokes. It's about to halt up again. CRTD, I wish I had shorts. If you guys have them, could be a decent one.
CARV. Very late post. M long. CRTDHTB.
Awkwardly trading the sim.
CARV, Harvard, hold it again. I'm gonna circuit breaker, slow down the breaker. I mean, 605, nice, 46.
Cone Pasiolo long there. Both CARV cone super sketch. Like how late? Average $22-ish or $10-ish. LOL. $23.50. Haha, thumbs up. OXBR back up. 3.33 please.
I just want something to trade.
We'll take it at 3.332. Carrot. LOL.
COHN, Cohen and Company, also high 2454. Trading at 514, 817.
SBCD huge co. Ugly daily. PROV avoiding. Asterisk.
What's the float on this ARPU? Yeah.
Keep in mind meme stud.
Sorry, Nick. This is a rough morning.
Seat up.
Not too much
Holding.
doing what we would want.
For M float there for what it's worth. We'll see what happens out of the halty halt.
There's ARPO. Oh, it already rotated slow. Jeez.
Doesn't the chart say breakout, or no? Nine-tenths offset looking like a slasher right now.
Oh man. Oh
May
man.
as well be speaking Russian. Couldn't understand.
Look at Carve. It's gonna halt that. $9.27.
OCGN up.
It's my birthday. Oh, yeah, that's kind of what we were looking for out of OCGN.
Outmost CARV.
Shouldn't jump that high. Huh?
Order filled.
Take a little starter here. Get her feet wet. Wanted through 750, but took a starter. Running into a bunch of that resistance from yesterday.
I'm long on seed.
Just front run that area there. We can just take a quick little trade here, possibly. If everyone wants to keep running, be alright with that.
GDRX hate the daily.
Oop. That quick. Tried. 2 cents away. 2 cents away again. The old 2 center. I mean, granted, we're only looking for 10 total cents, so this 2 cents is actually quite a bit. 20%, huh? Yeah, I don't really like the daily here either, to be honest, on OCGN. Didn't even look over it. Look over at it, I should say. Also, moving averages are starting to catch up. Pretty sure this was going to try to use this as support anyway. It's like, do we try to let this get through? See if it flashes down. Can always take some of it off, I guess. And see if the rest wants to go.
$.
I feel like we're gonna either get the break we're looking for, or we're gonna end up breaking even on this. Because at this point, I'm not gonna let it go back against us. It's looking for this break here. Doesn't quite want to get it. Took the smaller starter, so not really risking too much here.
A
But
little more on CLF.
Seed.
Wants to break that 20, doesn't it?
oh,
Won't
look
break
at
it, does it?
seed.
Oh, wow, again.
That was
I
a
don't
crazy
know.
open on that
Maybe
one.
too from not liking that. Just trying to make goal in one trade.
Got some. Miss.
It's looking like a break-even trade. What did we get? 40. So if we see 40, we're just gonna take it off. I don't really want to mess with any slippage or whatever, so I'll watch it. Watching seed too. I was hoping that might have popped back up. Oh,
Order cancelled.
That's the hot buttons.
Order filled.
came back down. Just took it. See, we would have got 1 cent slippage if we did it their way. A little frustrating. I was hoping for that flush, but just never got it.
Oh wait a minute, Gug. I have that breaking
I don't know,
trend line that has been forming already, so oh man. I broke it up to like 2050. Kinda why I was gung-ho.
What the heck is going on? This has been sitting at 960 for a long time.
CB/E stop on leftovers.
There's plenty of shares there. OCGN was just, it turned into a grinder. We were looking to, this is why I hate playing these inside the range. I mean, it's just, it's hard to play them. There's just nothing there. Whatever. Zeal has rotated its float a few times already. Oh, there went that seed. Somebody forgot to plant that seed to let that flower grow. Gaffel!
Seed week.
By the time I pulled that thing up, it was already back down at like 960. And I pulled it up like right away. Such a quick move out of the halt.
Would suck.
Seed.
Seed, it's already done.
Shorts on it.
Even got in trade. In the D10.
I took a trade on OCGN. It ended up being break even.
Did one decent trade, man. That's all I'm really looking for. You know to get it. It's a spy down. Spies gonna show on. There ain't much moving, huh?
Nope.
Yeah, that's that. No, that one would have been a short, huh? Oh, that one would have been a decent short. Both. short too.
Snow is making a weird move. It's an expensive stock though.
Like $400 or something. Stupid.
250.
Yeah, it was much higher at one point. It was at 3 something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was over 400 at one point.
Yeah.
OCGN out all.
I didn't know that came down as much as it did. I don't have shorts either, and I'm not long on it. RRC's making a weird little grindy move, but that's not my jam. I don't know, man.
I tried forcing my one trade today. I'll be waiting from here on out.
The one force didn't go so well.
Oh, I ended up break even, but that was my attempt at just getting a trade just to get a trade.
Doesn't make sense to force them.
Nope. I mean, it wasn't a bad trade per se, but it's just not a typical trade you'd see me take.
It was actually a plan, and I did it pretty well.
Well, I had a plan. I get in and it goes way down, but it didn't do that.
Plan, get in, it goes way down.
Yeah, I mean, that's the plan.
That was open for. I think we're still not volume, man. That was my other one that kind of the same thought process as CLF with the gap down, but nothing really isn't trading. Volume, we get interested in it. Bangkok got me like rethinking the CLF trade, like maybe I got the wrong trend line drawn or something.
Fibby fibs. Gotta get them fibs. I ate like poopy yesterday. Well, not poopy, but I basically only ate a thing of Indian, but that I think that's like over 2,000 calories by itself. So we're gonna get back on track today.
Look at the carve. Carve went a little bananas today. Gamble on that today.
Yeah, that's a nutty looking one.
What's that?
That's a nutty looking one.
That's not my jam for a day like this.
I would love to see OCGN go through 8.
Wait till it drops, and I'm out.
Oh, you're in it? My bad.
Okay, you cut off. One more.
Too late. You already spoke it into existence, and it came up and dropped.
All right, go to 8, so we can get back in and make that back.
There you go. Yeah, it was a paper cut. 10 cents I took on it.
One $50 trade. It's actually got to be a little over 50.
It'll probably be one of those ones that if you heat it up, probably tastes a little better.
Playing around with CLF.
Got this lines on here on the daily. Maybe it gets broken below it, but I don't want to go.
Go, 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 go.
He's got drawn. This is what I got drawn. I should just boost him.
Oh, it is about breakfast time. I'm gonna get some pancakes.
Like
No,
the
it is.
movie.
How you move that? Said to blow it up really big.
What's that?
Said it makes a little more sense. I just had to blow it up really big.
Yeah, if you blow it up, you can see what I'm talking about. I see that kind of broken, but barely. But I think if it goes back down to lows, I'm interested.
That's what I keep telling her. If you blow it up, it gets big.
Man, that breaks so much. I'll see where it goes.
Order filled.
Now I know why I remember code. Because Pep keeps saying
Playing a double top here like an idiot, but I need to trade. I don't need to trade, but I want to. Really just looking to scalp here.
OCGN bonus round coming.
Oh, not yet, man. Let me get this little drop first and then it can go. Just a little guy, right? Just 2 more cents. This is what it did last time, right? 2 cents. What did we get? 65?
OCGN scalpy sackleby. LOL.
I'm trying to scalp it, but I can't get the 2 more cents. I can't even get within the 1 penny today. It's 2.
Order filled.
Yeah, there we go. All right, now we got the scalpy scalp.
Same LOL.
card to the moon.
CARVF yak.
Holy crap, Carve.
So crazy, Pepper saying it twice.
Where's more? I feel like he'd be in this.
Or does like to chase those runners.
UONE YOLO long. OCGN out all.
Seems to be a good strat. Oh, it isn't.
Are your trades commission free under X share size? No, they are not. It's a minimum of 35 cents.
There ain't nothing really going on, huh?
So anything under 100 shares is 35 cents. Because it's 0.0035 per share. So 100 shares would be 35 cents. So anything 100 shares or less would just be 35 cents.
No, not really. I'm kind of listening to Tim. I'm not even really looking at the scanners. I'm so busy at the office this morning.
Gotcha.
Really not. You're not missing anything, bro.
So I took that one on OCGN and brought a little 10-cent loss. I could have got out break even a couple times, but I was trying to get it wrong.
Yeah, I was too. And then it just wasn't breaking down. I was looking for that flush through that 728 area and it just wouldn't go. Couldn't even get down through 730.
Seed low update please.
Yeah, especially when you're using a smaller account or trading like you're trading a smaller account. The commissions on IB are definitely worth it. In days like today where I basically am forcing trades, I mean, I'm going to have smaller amounts because I'm not looking to risk normal amounts when they're not trades I would normally take. What's the news on IMH?
IMH.
Charlie has not mentioned it.
Want hire myself.
Nothing yet. No news yet.
2.56 hold level.
Order filled. Order filled.
Well, I just scalped it pretty well.
Hold on.
Scalp.
It just says it's spiking.
Sackby.
I'll give a reason why.
Might be moving on BLMs. Like all that matters because of UNE.
Of course, I was on the bid 231. It wouldn't go through, so I took 232 when it came down.
Cash.
That's the moves we're looking for.
Stop within 1 cent of.
It did. It came back down. I put an order out. I had it at 231, and I was on the bid at 231. And for how fast this was moving, like 3 seconds felt like an eternity there. So I just, when the ask came down to 232, I took it because it was a 4-cent spread at first.
4 cents on a $2 stock. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean it's still pretty constant, 2 or 3 cents. There's 5 cents. That's why you got to get that initial move and then just be done with it.
Freaking card opened up and instantly hauled down.
Oh.
Stella doing a thing.
Who is?
X-ray Echo Lima Alpha.
Yellow. No, I don't have shorts on that one. And it's SSR.
Yeah, it's rotated its float twice. Bigger company though, so it might not. It's probably not going to trade like a low float, even though it's rotated. It is at a weird spot on the daily though.
Yeah, for sure. Got that weird gap fill up there, but
Yeah, but at the same time, it's kind of double topping. But then there's a lot of people underwater above this.
yeah, it's just a weird. I mean,
Yeah.
it can go either way, I guess.
Hasn't built that gap below either. To 150.
OCGN doing its thing, jerk face. IMH probably could have took most of my position there and held some, but oh well.
up here to that 370-ish area and then probably die.
Goes that CRTD again. That's the one I had mentioned earlier. I don't know if you guys have shares about the halt though.
Got short some Zella, dude. 370 area might be interesting.
I was more so thinking four. Four's where it hit, I'm assuming, in the pre-market at some point back in the 29th.
Got that in pre-market.
Yeah, if you it was June 30th.
It's a question. Does pre-market count for gap fills or no?
No, because on the daily it doesn't show the
On the daily,
after hours of
shit,
pre-market.
yeah. That's what I always think.
But that's,
At the end of the day.
well, that's literally why I keep the 60-minute up, because it shows it.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like the daily.
Shorts on EXLA.
XCLA?
XXELA.
LMFA up.
No, we do not have shorts.
I thought I heard that.
He said, I know I don't have shorts on XCLA.
Oh, okay.
Daily sucks there but watching.
Do 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 do. And IMH kept on going down.
Fed to begin gradually selling corporate bond holdings on July 12th as the corporate bonds on
Probably should have took the majority and tried to get the rest of it down here too.
Yeah, hoping it does what it's done the last 5 months LOL. IMH dollar and trail.
CLF one more time.
Carve about to open for anyone who was watching it.
BYFC stalking it. LMFO plus 5 PLS. Carrot.
Carve said 10 minutes, please.
I'll take a 10-minute alpha sun.
LMFA asterisk.
It's giving you a little, what is that called? ASD or ASD,
BYFC thinking 3.70-ish.
ASDN, ASDR? I don't remember what it's called. Whatever it's called when people do those weird sounds into the microphones. Is it ASR maybe? ASR micro. Let's do microphone. Microphone for ASMR. There it is. A little ASMR. What is the meaning of ASMR? ASMR. I don't think I've ever looked it up. Autonomous sensory meridian response. Interesting. Yeah, ASMR. Yeah, I remember that was like a big thing for a little while. People were going nuts over it. I need to trim my mustache. It's starting to get in my mouth.
CLEU 27KTV.
Is it at least doing something? You can watch it.
BYFC 113KTV. Until B starts it, then 13KTV. LOL.
Goes that Zila.
Is that
Almost 370, 365 was the high. It's kind of grinding though. It's not really going. Apparently I didn't turn off my fan.
Slightly boring.
Hit the wrong
today.
switch. You think, Colin? You think?
How about we all just throw a bunch of money on space and see what happens?
sounds like a good game plan.
We'll vote red or green.
All right, let's all take a look at it and see which way we would go.
I say red.
That's an interesting one. Look at that move it's made this morning. Interesting. Especially while the SPY's kind of just chopping.
Space.
Yeah. Made a pretty big move from the bottom, 42 all the way up to 48. But I would definitely say right now I would choose red. Definitely risking the highs though. Would not be looking to let that
jump
go.
in that one red. And then the rest of us will send over via PayPal.
the PayPal transaction that never happens.
We'll just go red, have them just go green, and we'll split the money.
Ooh, pull a Ricky Gutierrez on it.
We need space gas.
Option market thinks it's going to go to $80. But 17.
There's the red drop.
Doing good.
It's going to VWAP.
How much money do I have to send for my portion?
It's 100 to 1. So you send me 100, I'll put 1 in.
Those are horrible odds.
That doesn't sound good at all.
XELA closer to 4 PLS.
I'm getting hungry. Oh, MFA. Here's the stock that I hate.
That was like exactly the right time for what I usually look for too. or what I was talking about as far as the backside, or tries to come up, fails, and breaks that level from the pullback. And wouldn't you look, droppy drop.
Definitely looks a little twerky.
Oh, it's definitely going to try to bounce here from that high from earlier.
Fish always trying to play that backside.
Ain't nothing wrong with the backside, brother. You guys ever see that picture of like girls assuming that position? Like you can tell if they're an amateur or an expert. Is that a no? Because I will go find it. I found it. Hold on. This isn't the exact one, but it's basically the same thing. Yeah, right? It is. It's the truth, too.
Your immediate one also looks like lazy.
Yeah, like, finish, please. I feel like all the ones I ran into were more of the advanced until I basically taught the wife how to be an expert. I feel like advanced is more normal, I would say.
Dead man walking.
No, she admits to it. I think you guys underestimate how open we are with each other.
Well, don't rub it in.
We weren't always that way. We had to go through some pretty dark times to get to where we are now.
How long have you guys been married?
This September will be 10 years.
Nice.
Say around like the 4 or 5 year mark, right before we had kids, things were not so hot. Like we, our kids were almost never born. We'll just put it that way.
That's a hard time. That in between. We've been together for 14.
4 to 7 year mark and stuff.
Yeah, it's like that awesomeness phase starts to wear off kind of thing. It's because, I mean, if you ever look at like the average long-term relationship, it's around like 3 to 4 years.
You get past the excitement for a couple years, and then there's comfortability, and it's like, is this getting any better? Blah, blah, blah.
Yep. And what it really comes down to, it usually really comes down to if you're both willing to put in the work. Because if it's just one person, putting in the work, it's just never going to work. But if both of you do,
the easy years are obviously easy.
yeah.
Although close to rotation.
Start looking somewhere else because that's the easiest.
Well, that's the problem. Yeah, people start looking somewhere else, and because it is easier, it's like, well, he or she is clearly not changing the way that I want them to change, and I'll just go find someone else who is already like the way that I want them to be. And that's typically why you get divorces, because people are lazy and they just would rather take the easy way out. I'm not saying that everyone, if they would have tried, even if both of them tried, it would work out. But it's not going to work out unless both of you try. Yeah.
Yeah, it's easier.
At some point, you're just like, ah, I ain't fucking starting over. We'll just make this shit
Start
work.
doing it next.
He's like, then you get to manage, you just say screw it.
But no, yeah, definitely hard times. There was therapy in there a few times. Yeah, it's there. Anybody who just shows you the peaches and cream is full of shit.
Takes work, man.
It's all peaches and cream
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's all peaches and
D
cream, bro.
DT reminds me of Keanu Reeves. That quote, that picture of Keanu about the one that floated around for a while about self love and self care and all that stuff. Hold on.
I think DT just realized being single is easier at this point.
There you go. That's DT right there.
better read. Yeah, it's pretty true. I'm not
It's
lonely. I
very
don't
true.
feel lonely at all. I don't feel lonely at all.
You know how many times I wish I felt lonely?
Right?
Dude, I would just like to be lonely right now.
I've been saying I want to be lonely for like the last 7 months.
Like to be able to have like 5 minutes in a quiet room.
Yes.
Funny though, like I got a buddy who's like, he's totally kind of like DT minded, maybe even more so. Like he needs his alone time. He goes
Real quick, AEHL on CMEG if you got them. We don't have them. Could be something to look for.
EHL.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what
it's
it is.
cheaper, but okay.
They don't have
Continue.
But he's one of those guys who needs his alone time. He goes camping by himself for like a week on end. Like he likes to be just alone. And he got married, and I was like, "Geez, does she know what she's getting into?" And he's like, "Yep." And I'm like, "We'll see how that goes." But dude, they're awesome. Like he literally goes camping for a week by himself, leaves her at home. He's fine with it because she knows that's what he needs to be happy. And she just lets him be him, and they work really well together.
That's
I know
the
people
thing.
take super vacations.
Yeah, that's the thing too. As long as when you get into a new relationship, the more upfront you can be, the better, because then you're not misleading somebody.
Like my girl knows, like I'm going to need time where I just go into my office and nobody bugs me, even when I'm not working. I'm like, I need that. I have to
Did
have an hour of downtime.
Did you tell her that the only reason you're marrying her is so that she can take care of the kids when you need to do that, and to make you
Absolutely. I'm not
sandwiches?
kidding.
He was
No,
up
I
front.
don't. No, kids, man. I'm always there with them.
My parents were the exact opposite. They were around each other 24/7. They worked the same jobs together. They ate lunch together. It's fucking very, very rare.
That's what you call true love. That is very, very rare.
Growing up, I mean, later on in life, they didn't work at the same place. But growing up, they
MRIN
did. I was like, I don't know how you guys
54
ever did that.
You could just
Yeah, that
personality.
adds a whole other level of stress.
Avoiding here.
I'm not gonna lie.
Dependent upon each other.
Speaking of that, oh yeah, that's right. You went on vacation. Speaking of the working together thing, like I feel like as long as you have your separate places, like in the house, job place, whatever it is, like the whole eating lunch together thing, I don't feel like that's a bad thing. But if you're working together and you're actually together, like all day, I could see that being an issue.
Yeah, that they did,
75 KTV.
but they worked in the same building.
Yeah. I think you
The
need
hard-
that. You need a brief period where you're not. That's right there. And that's kind of just healthy.
DOS says NTV.
I was trying to say that the hard part is when you have to make tough decisions about the business and like how you're going to move as far as like strategy. That's difficult.
That involves money too, which is the worst.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the majority of why we almost split, was the whole money thing. Like
Always
I,
money and sex.
yeah,
We're
money.
dealing with that now.
Yeah, I could care less about money. Like money comes, money goes. As long as you budget accordingly to where you're going to be fine, like
73
I could care less. But at the same time, you got to be smart with it.
on IB.
But on the other hand, she's like, "Well, we need this. We need to save for this and save for that." And I'm like, "Look, you are clearly stressed out about this. Like, just drop it. Like, stop worrying so much about it. Like, it's if we can afford it, we'll get it. If we can't, then who gives a shit?" Like I'm very carefree when it comes to almost everything. Like if we argue about something, the next morning I had already forgotten about it. But that's just who I am.
Well, there's two sets. So there's all those discussions about home finances, and then there's all those discussions about business finances.
Yeah, that's also true.
In our case, we've got a business, and so she's kind of the head. She essentially does most of the productivity because it's her hobby that kind of took her this way. So it's a lot of decisions and moving money around. That can
Yeah.
be tough.
Oh no, it definitely can be, and that's the thing is, it comes down to whether you let it stress you out or not. Like obviously, it's going to stress you out because of what it is, but there is still a sense of you can control your emotions while you're doing it. So instead of necessarily letting it stress you out, you just realize it is what it is, kind of thing, and like that you have to make this decision. So sit down, come make a rational decision about it, and move on. But if you're literally like stressing out to the point where you're going to argue with your significant other because of it, then
MRI and YOLO long.
something might be a
Real
little,
demo.
you know, problematic there, and that just sucks. And that's something that you gotta sit down and figure out, because that was literally one of our huge issues, and something that we went to therapy for probably for the longest amount of time, was to figure out how to deal with her anxiety when it came to the stresses of dealing like with finances and everything.
SSR, you suck.
Mirren.
Yeah, I hit that sucker. Had to order up right at freaking, I think it was 70.
I'm not sure I would have wanted to touch that thing. Just the chart itself coming off the bottom, and it's about to run out of shares.
It was going to be right or right out type thing.
MRI and 17
Gotcha.
shares.
Yeah, it was definitely making a nice move. I was watching it that whole time, but I was never going to play it, so. It's about to rotate its float as well.
Did you YOLO long at the end of an extension?
I got to play around on a skid steer all day yesterday. And now
Ross
I'm like,
David Cameron.
I just need one of those in the garage. Just sitting there when I need it.
Dude, the
These are
massage
awesome.
chair, man.
We dug out my dad's backyard. We ended
Mr.
up
Ross
moving
David
up to like
Cameron
a
to you.
backhoe, and I had so much fun. I was like, I thought about doing that when I was a kid. I do this every day, and then I realized, yeah, doing that every day gets real old, real quick.
Vernon up 412 on NQ. Nice.
You pay like 30 grand to have it sit.
It's
in
now
the
hot tub
garage.
streams.
Literally.
Yeah. I thought they got rid of those. Didn't they get rid of the hot tub
I don't know
streams?
for that much. 20 grand maybe.
If only they knew about ISW. Who? I feel like that's two totally different thought processes there. Two totally different thought thingamajiggers. That's what I'm gonna stick with, thingamajiggers.
Holy crap,
NMTR.
25 to 65 depending on size.
You can pick them up, 10 grand used.
100 or 1,000?
25,000
Yeah,
to 65. But
I
it's
was
brand
being
new from
funny.
Lockheed. Okay.
I used to work with those for almost 10 years. I know the
Heavy equipment?
yeah. Yeah, I worked for the county and roads.
I think it'd be cool if that's the only thing you did. Like you were just the dude that did the heavy equipment operating, but that's typically not the case.
You know, I wasn't. So like I got to use it just every once in a while, which was fun. Like you get to drive the big plow trucks. During and it was really just during snow that I got to mess with them. um, one of the most boring things I ever did was sit in a loader for 12 hours. Well, it was more like 10 hours, but like literally just loading salt into the dump trucks. And it's like at first you're like, this is awesome. And then like an hour goes by and you're like, this fucking sucks.
Right, monotonous.
Yeah, yeah. It's like you're getting paid double time to do it, and you're just like, nah, this is just boring. Like, this sucks.
Like when I was a forklift operator in college.
Yeah, the novelty of it wears off really fast.
That was a great job, though. I made really good, decent money for being like 19, 20 years old. 1 week's paycheck paid for all my bills. The other 3 paychecks were just blow on anything.
Like,
Blow.
literally.
Pretty much.
Say back then, that was the thing.
I actually didn't do any drugs until I was in my 30s.
Really? You didn't grow up by the time you were 30?
I don't think I grew up until I was about 45.
Wait, aren't you 45 now?
No.
DT.
No,
Trying
I
to help
started
you
taking
out.
life seriously until I was about 38.
Nice.
Sounds about right.
Things have slowed down. I'm still kind of crazy at 49. I just limited it to 1 day a week.
Which day?
Whatever
like
that first beer
Thursdays?
starts. But I never get crazy. I definitely learned my limits in my 30s.
What's that for? For
Oh, which
the
one is that
wire.
for?
What? What?
Oh, never mind. I didn't realize those were your headphones. It looked like one of those VR headsets.
It's because it is.
Oh, it is?
Playing,
Yeah, my brother 3D printed me a wall hangers for him, so I was just trying to see how it went on, so I could make sure I put it up right.
Which one is it? Is that the
It's
Vive?
the Reverb G2.
Nice, dude. Is it? That's the is that the Microsoft one?
HP.
That's got the good resolution, right?
Oh yeah.
I was excited for that one to come out, and then the video card became non-existent. I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna get that.
Right.
Yeah, thankfully I already had my video card.
Yeah, I was jealous over the weekend. I was playing Subnautica Below Zero, and it's like, man, VR so bad.
There's a pretty cool game about to come out, actually through Oculus, Sniper Elite VR.
Yeah.
Looks really good.
I'm a big fan of War Thunder. Any flying game with the I've got
Yeah,
K2.
I do
Brother has VR.
racing.
He plays the new simulator. He plays iRacing in that new Microsoft simulator.
What's his name on iRacing?
It's probably B Heron or something on there. I could look it up.
I don't have all the fun stuff for the racing. If I get some equipment, I'd probably give it a try.
You don't need much. You just need, honestly, you just need the wheel. It attaches
Yeah,
to the
yep.
desk if you really need to. Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
definitely need the
like
wheel.
I have a really expensive wheel now, but I gave my brother because got Logitech. I mean, those are what 150 bucks, and that's totally fine.
Well, not right
And then
now. Like
I
300 bucks.
yeah, I don't know what they were now, but I upgraded the pedal to a gas rubber shock, and he really likes it. He's like, "Oh my god, this is so much different," because he was racing with a controller.
Yeah. Well, it's like right. I used to have I think I've showed it to you guys before. I used to have the cockpit, but then when I had to downgrade, yeah, I just ended up getting one of those ones that folds up just for storage purposes. And I mean, even that works, especially in VR. Like when you're actually in the game with the headset on, like you don't even really notice.
Yeah, if I turn my force feedback all the way up, it will break your fingers.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's any wheel you have to turn that down. I really want to. They have Fanatec actually just came out with a new direct drive
Yeah,
system, and it's only like 500 bucks. Like it's disgustingly cheap for what it is.
it's pretty good. Is that just that's just the system though? It doesn't include the steering wheel, the pedal board.
Correct. Yeah, no, that's just the yeah.
That's what I have. I have the Fanatec.
But coming from one that it was like I think $1,800 was their cheapest one at one point. So for them to come out with one that's 500 bucks, that's pretty amazing to get into the direct drive. Which I plan to do eventually, but that's not. I told myself until I'm actually making good money, I'm not going to be doing anything stupid like that because I want to get one of them motion rigs and everything. So you put that VR headset on, and it literally like you move around and everything. It'll feel like you're on a. That's my goal.
I just don't have like 5,000 bucks to blow on a Simpson setup.
No, no, yeah, I'm not putting any more money into it anytime soon. That'll be like when I'm actually making what I want to be making. Like when I can pay for it in like a week's worth of trading, that's when I'll be getting something like that.
I get you. Yeah, I built my rig. I always wanted to put the butt shakers underneath it.
Yeah, well, that's what a lot of people do. They build them
Yeah,
custom rigs and put the butt shakers and stuff in them.
I didn't want to. I'm too nice. I didn't want to piss off my neighbors.
Yeah, those are freaking loud. Like those, the
Or
ones
it's
that.
like,
Yeah, yeah. I remember watching videos on those, and I was just like, "Holy crap!" It's like vibrates the whole fucking house.
I saw an
yeah,
old
they built
Camaro
for
seat on Craigslist for like 20 bucks. It's a leather Camaro SS seat. Somebody just wanted out of their garage, and I mounted that and was using that for quite a while with a little rumble pack under it.
Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
you'd be
what I did.
surprised at some of the.
I just built a little wooden cage, the same height, and then put a sports seat that I had left over from a BMW. It's really nice.
Yeah. Let me know his name, DT. I'll add him on iRacing.
I'll have
We
to
can
talk to him about it.
we'll shoot the shit about you.
Tell us about this one day a week.
How
I want to hear about it.
Know about that stuff.
old is he?
He's 3 years older than me, so he'd be 52.
Gotcha.
He does open wheel.
Oh, nice. I do that every once in a while. I'm more of the GT3s. That's kind of what I've been racing lately.
Yeah,
The Porsche and
that's what I did
GT3s.
last. I did that for a couple years. I did GT3 and what's the V8 Supercar.
Yeah, man. AEHL. I wish I had shorts on you.
I don't know what he's doing this because it's a new season now, isn't it?
ADHL sad face.
Yeah, it just started 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know if he changed because I haven't spoken to him in a while. He was doing the Skippy. He did the Skippy season last season. I don't know.
The
He
old
wants to
skip
move
barbers.
up, but he doesn't want to do F1.
Yeah, yeah, and iRacing's lack of F1 coverage, which makes sense because F1 has their own thing, but
It's all licensing.
yeah.
They've always had that issue. They just added that new cart kit car thing, but you're
Yeah, I saw that. It was free too, wasn't it? I think.
yeah, it's free.
Yeah, I haven't tried it yet. I swear every night I come down from getting the kids in bed and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get some laps in, and then I sit down and I'm like,
Yeah.
it's like, I'm just so tired. Then I end up watching YouTube for like an hour and then going to bed.
Yeah, isn't that the worst?
That sounds like a family life to me. It's why I wasn't that excited to get into it.
Sometimes I wish this phone would just lock me out at a certain time.
You can
I'd
make
get
it
so
do
much
that.
done. Yeah, I've heard of that. I'd figure out a way to just.
So true. Yeah, you can like limit the amount of time you get on a certain app like per day. But yeah, it's like, what's the point? Because you know that if you're like, I need to do one more thing, you would just go in and change it. So it's like,
100%.
Yeah, it's like I was talking about pilot license. My brother and I are heavily looking for my dad's old Cessna because he wants to buy it.
Oh, like he knows the tail number and everything. Is just searching.
Well, that's the issue. Is my dad used to repeat that tail number like nothing because he had it for so long, and he flew that fucking thing everywhere. And my brother didn't really look at buying it until he was older, and by then he had dementia. So we were trying to shock his memory into it. Like we get him on a different conversation and ask him for that number, and he wouldn't remember it. And we've been looking at it. I've been digging through records through what is it, the FAA? Because you can request. It costs like $10, and you can request the all the information on that registration number.
Did he do it for a living or just kind of as a hobby?
No, it was a hobby.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, he had a pretty good life after the Navy and in the Navy. He drove around a Jag and flew airplanes.
who you listening to in the background?
Me?
Yeah.
It's just some Twitch stream I use for background noise. I didn't realize. Is it coming in?
It sounded like Nate a little bit. That's why I was like, who is that?
No, it's this guy Palmer. I don't really pay much attention to him, but I need background noise, but I can't.
About music.
If the problem with music is then it distracts me from the chat. So.
True.
But yeah, he mostly just has chill music on, so that's what I should be doing.
UTME, interesting.
I was hoping that didn't pick up. Mike.
That's a shit looking daily.
Got shorts on nothing today. It's 44 cents a share to short UTME.
UTME, that daily.
$88.
UTME nibble.
That's ridiculous.
I don't know. Yeah, look at that spread too. Jeez.
Pretty cool.
All right, dudes. I'm gonna call it. I'll see you
All right, later.
in the morning.
Yep. Later, man.
Yeah, owning an airplane is definitely not cost effective. It's cheaper just to fly commercial.
$10.80 hold level.
That spread.
Order cancelled.
Well, I had an order out on UTME at 10.99. Playing the halt on this one. I hate the daily there. That is ugly.
Needs 11.50 for me.
Order cancelled.
Def a sketch 1.
Go short AEHL like 2,000 shares.
Order cancelled.
Oh, I gotta argue with the state today. Somehow there's a car that I don't own that's registered in my name.
Yeah, you mentioned that yesterday.
And I called them yesterday. Said their computers are shut off for the day. I said, why are you even answering the phone?
Yeah, for real.
MRIN Real YOLO Demo Long Cut. Shares UTME. 120K. 120K.
Half the people
120K.
missing today. There's no gifts.
120K. 119K. So 120K then? No 119K. Sieb. Ignore carrot.
What was that, DT? Sorry, I knew you.
That's no big deal. I just was joking that half the people are missing in the chat and there's no gifts today.
Oh, yeah.
Order cancelled.
I will gladly miss this. Unless it wants to go crazy and give me the fill.
LOL UTME 40-cent spread. Been front running the halt all the way up, either it gives me that or I don't trade it. LOL.
UTME's kind of being weird.
What is it?
UTME. It's a little spready.
Marjorie.
I've been front running the halt price the entire time. Either it gives me that or I ain't trading it. Just waiting for that random spike.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? Well, they could put it further there.
APT up.
No, put that one up there. Put them up there. Okay.
$8.50 blowout, please.
Oh man, what a crappy day. At least yesterday there was like okay stuff to look at. Today is just
You want the views or not?
so bad.
See them? They're all there. There's a bunch of them in the bottom of that line. There was like 5 of them. There's more in the other. You don't want this one.
Oh my god, we have shorts. Tell us this time.
On what?
APT.
APT?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm watching that, but it needs a lot of speed.
There's not much going on with it.
Order cancelled.
App canceling order. UTME almost dollar time.
pull up a chart. It's got some really old daily resistance lines drawn on it.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
not that old for me, but
Devin does that a lot.
still following them though.
Solo up. 4.20 please.
Tokyo's going crazy with COVID.
Order cancelled.
Tokyo is?
Apparently. Bangkok said, plus I guess the Olympics are going on there. Art or something. Wasn't following it.
NMT are up. Very crowded.
So volatility halts are based off of an acceptable trading price range, otherwise known as ATPR, for 15 seconds. So supposedly it has to be stuck at that level for 15 seconds? That doesn't seem to always be the case. The ATPR is calculated as the average price of the previous 5-minute trading period.
TME dollar on way.
Yeah, I read something about that yesterday. It didn't make a whole lot of sense. Something about the last 5-minute candle.
Yeah, so it's taking the average price of that 5-minute candle. Or last 5 minutes, not 5-minute candle. But how does it figure out a price above that? That's what I'm confused. Oh, here it is. Different stocks have different ATPR ranges. Volatility halts trigger when shares exceed 5% of the ATPR for the Tier 1 National Market System, NMS. Listed securities on the S&P 500 and Russell 2000 priced above $3 per share between 9:45 and 3:30 Eastern market hours, and 10% for the first 15 minutes and last 25 minutes of market hours. Well, that's interesting. $0.75 to $3 is 20%, and 40% for the first 15 minutes and final 25 minutes. Okay. guess that makes sense.
Calculate in your head.
Anything exciting, guys? I'll look at that one.
Nothing exciting.
Perfect. I'm probably gonna pull it for a little bit here, and I'll be back in about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Good luck, guys.
Later, man.
Later.
I am going bowling again today, but not until 2 o'clock-ish.
Later this afternoon. Woman got paraded in Disneyland Paris for breastfeeding her daughter on the bench.
Oh my god.
Get over it. Get so offended by that. my god, a first episode of Gossip Girl reboot.
Boo doo boo.
UTME on a trail. OPHC SHT spread.
What happened?
What happened?
What's going on, peoples?
How's Pennsylvania?
Carrot 6.20 please.
I'll let you know when I get there. We just left.
Fun times. Pretty slow day overall. Didn't miss much.
I was actually going to short 100 shares at neg at 61, 62 pre-market and just let it go. Should have done it.
I say, it looks like it would have worked.
Yeah, I mean, we all know it's going to come back.
NMTR just cuz.
How's B doing? Yeah, back from his coffee? Is he still growing the coffee?
Nah, he's back. He said he got a couple more shares yesterday, brought his average up to like 44.
Sweet. Almost
But
free.
he's got a ways to go. Well, he also has some realized that he took off like early in the morning too. So even if he gets to his average, he would have to still make it up some. There's definitely a jiggle there, but it felt like it wanted to go higher. And we're not really that extended, so that's why I didn't jump in. And that 9's right there. A lot of volume. So yeah, run at 150, I would have definitely probably been in.
Yo, yo.
Talking to your wife in the back?
My wife's in the other car.
You got walkie-talkies?
Truck. No, I'm in the truck by myself.
You mean the creepy van?
We don't really need walkie-talkies. Phone, cell phone.
I feel it. Well, we actually got a walkie-talkie app for our cell phones. I feel like there's something about having a walkie-talkie on a trip where you have two cars that just is so much cooler. You don't need to actually call the person. You can just, hit the walkie-talkie.
We could also just WhatsApp FaceTime too and pretend that we're actually in the same car.
Okay. Good old.
She could yell on a pig nose. Oh my god, this truck. It is packed to the gizzards.
NMTR dollar on
The
what?
bike's in the other car. Alright, ETA is 1:30.
A lot of useful information. So they checked the VIN number of that car and said, yeah, that doesn't belong to you. So I asked, is there any way I can claim it? I'll take a 2008. So you driving, Steve?
I'm driving. Driving on these little highways to get to the main highway so we can get moving here. You want to make any money today?
Just a little bit.
No?
Nothing
How much money
crazy.
you make?
Slim
Yeah.
pickings today.
Nobody tried to short an egg?
Couldn't.
Oh, you don't have shares?
Nope.
E-Trade said they had, but it was $10 for 100 shares to borrow it, but even then, I don't know if they've actually located them. Might not even gotten filled if I tried. He brought his average up to 37 to 44, so he's got to be real heavy.
Well, like I said, he cut some, and then he got those 1,500 shares, and I think he said he got a little bit under 1,500 shares the second time, and it brought his average up to 44. So I don't know.
Okay, so if he cut some, okay, so he's got some realized loss he's working with.
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully they're gonna turn off his electricity.
Yeah, I don't think they're quite there.
Probably be okay.
Yeah, I mean, he was actually green for a little bit already. If his average was even 44 flat, it got to 43.63 at one point. Now it's back up at 48.
Yeah. Does he have a subscription room or it's just the ISW? He's the ISW guy, right?
Yeah. So essentially, it is a subscription room, I guess, but in reality, it's just, yeah, I mean, I guess it is in a way. Like you're paying for the scanner. It's like you're almost paying for the scanners, and you kind of get the room for free, kind of thing. Is kind of how I look at it, or the other way around. You like pay for the room and you get the scanners for free.
You're paying him something every month. He's got money coming in
Yeah.
just for being there without trading.
Correct.
Okay. He'll be all right.
I mean, he'll definitely be all right. Like there's times where like things will go wrong with the scanners and stuff, and he just doesn't even like care as much because it's not what he's making his money on. He makes his money trading. And I'm not trying to sell here, but if you were in the room today, he gave a little sneak peek at how much he makes on a ticker.
I'll spill the beans.
I mean, I don't really spill beans. You can't kiss and tell, my man.
Gotta be in the room. Guys are like high school kids. Actually, I would say elementary school. Not really high school.
I just I do my best to respect the privacy thing.
Oh, it's all good. I don't care. Just make it fun.
Well, screw you, man.
Well, screw you too. I'm not the one that wants to see it. I already saw it.
And it was glorious, huh?
I mean,
Did he let you touch
I already kind of somewhat knew. Oh, he lets me touch it all the time.
How much money someone else is making? Yeah, that makes me feel good.
Was it about what you expected?
Yeah.
Excellent. If I had the time to sit and learn from that kind of stuff, it might feel worth it. But I just don't have the time to pop in and out of a room like that. And there's no value for me. I'm not going to gain anything from that. Maybe one day.
Yeah, no big. Again, I wasn't trying to sell you. I was more so being funny.
I know. I have no problem paying for something if it's going to be of value to me.
Well, one day when you actually sit down and decide to take this serious, when you find somebody to do your job for you, maybe it'll be worth your while.
Exactly. One day
Let me ask you. Let me ask you a question. If you could find somebody that could do your job and pay them half of what you make, would it be worth it? Like, would you be able to make enough from the half?
I mean, there's no enough is a very vague answer. It's a very vague number. I wouldn't be comfortable.
I'm just saying, like you could actually sit down and
yeah, I could actually sit down and lose real money.
something like that.
And I mean, that's my problem is I'm not confident enough in my trading that I could look at it as a source of income.
Well, that's why I asked if your source of income, if you took half of what you were making now.
Making half of what I'm making now, I'd be okay, but I wouldn't count on my trading money for that.
Well, you wouldn't want to.
I'd be looking for ways to increase the business to get back to where I was.
Well, and by paying somebody half of what you're making now would give you the time to do that. That was kind of my other point, is you would have more time to try to figure out how to increase your business. Because, like, think about it this way. If you could figure out a way to get someone to do what you're doing now for half of what you're doing it for, you could then sit at home and figure out a way to get another person on board to, like, maybe speed up the process, expand your area. Like, there's all kinds of different things you could probably do.
Yeah, but DT said he won't drive. He doesn't want to drive for me.
I don't think he would probably do it for half of what you're making either. It might not, I mean, to be completely honest, you could probably find somebody and pay them much less than half. I was just using that as a random number.
If I
Like,
were you, I would find somebody to make all the deliveries and bring them back to you, and you do all the tagging and all that kind of crap. That way, you're doing both kind of part time.
yeah, like you still pay for the truck and everything.
You become very profitable.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
finding someone reliable is key. That's the problem. I mean, I've been looking for years to find someone reliable.
It's tough. And then you look at
16 to
somebody else,
18.
I'm looking for work where I'm very reliable, but I can't find work.
16 to 18. You got to catch them.
What?
Catch them when they're hungry. Years old.
You're also too far away. I got a friend that's super reliable looking for work, but it's too far away.
Steve's got an
You
extra
wanna
room.
move to Jersey?
What?
Said he doesn't want to move to Jersey.
Steve's got a room.
In New Jersey right now, just at his shore house.
He can sleep in the creepy white van.
Yeah, I don't think his wife would like that.
Next to all the duct tape and mayonnaise stains.
Jesus.
He spends his summers in Ocean City, Jersey.
Oh, it's much more exciting over here.
I always thought it was funny hearing that there was another Ocean City.
I know. When I first met him, I don't know, like 25, 30 years ago, and he's talking about his OC, because Ocean City to me is Maryland,
Yeah.
because that's where we used to go every summer in high school.
Yep. Yeah, I remember the first time I heard there was somebody. I don't even remember how it was brought up, but somebody had brought it up. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to Ocean City. I'm like, oh cool. What are you gonna do down there? And he's like, spitting off all these things, and he's like, yeah, we might actually end up riding up to the casinos too. And I'm like, huh? What are you talking about?
AC's not that far.
And he's like, Ocean City, and I'm like, yeah, Ocean City, like. Where are you planning on? Like, you gonna go to the boardwalk? He's like, yeah, we'll probably do the boardwalk and stuff. And I'm like, okay, we're back on track here. And I remember he brought up some place, and I was like, I've never heard of that place. I was like, what street's it on? He's like, what do you mean, what street? And I'm like, what street's it on? Because like they go by like the numbers down in Ocean City. And I don't remember what street it was, but I was just like, wait a minute, where are you talking about? He's like, Ocean City. I'm like, what state? He's like, He like looking at me all funny, like. New Jersey? And I'm like, huh? Hey, what are you talking about? I mean, I was like 17 or 18, somewhere around there at the time, and I'm like, I've never heard of another Ocean City before. And then I looked it up, and sure enough, Ocean City, New Jersey.
They want me to do a bunch of work on their house, but I'd have to go down there for a week. Not that that's a bad thing, but it does get very boring. There's no internet down there. It gets very boring.
Yeah, I have been to Ocean City so many effing times, and we even like have me and the wife have a tradition. We've been there every year since we met to see the lights on the bay, or not lights on the bay, the Festival of Lights, and it's just there's only so much you can do there. Oh, I go there all the time for Hanukkah.
Yeah, that's the Festival of Lights.
Yeah, that's what they call it, Festival of Lights. Or wait, no, they call it the Winterfest of Lights. Winterfest of
I
Lights.
remember. I mean, we used to stay on 69th Street because we'd stay away from all the bull crap. But,
69.
yeah, we were called the 69th Street Scum.
We always stayed in my grandfather's trailer on 135th. But now
We'd rent a house down there. We used to throw every year a big spaghetti dinner. And there'd literally be hundreds of people there.
Jesus.
The only thing I remember is the crab place on the boardwalk.
The what? Crab House?
I don't know if I'd remember, but I remember it had crabs on the front of it, like a big wooden crab.
That's where the hookers are.
And it was kind of towards the main part.
They pass out the crab.
This is a long time. This would be 88, 89, 90, 91.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you knew the name, I'd probably recognize it. Like I've been there so many times in my life, dude. It's disgusting. I'm sure I would have remembered it. Like down by the arcades.
Well, they had 2 arcade things down there, didn't they?
Yeah, yeah, they're right next to each other.
I just remember that. We just mostly just drank, hang out. I mean, we're teenagers, to 20, early 20s.
Right, right.
Pizza, boardwalk fries.
OPHC closer to X
Thrashers?
would be fun.
Trying to get laid.
Was Thrashers there? They've been there my whole life. Were they there before, like I started going down there?
NMTR
I don't know if
Trail.
I'm mixing that in with other boardwalks because Thrasher fries are everywhere. I think in more than one spot, but I do remember Thrasher fries.
They were only in one spot, which was at the very end of the boardwalk. But then they expanded later on.
Later on would be my early on. So.
Well, I'm talking later on, like when I was. Well, yeah, yeah. I guess if you're talking about when you were that age. Oh no.
This would have been, yeah, like I said, 88 through 91.
15 years. 90, nah, they probably didn't expand until like late 90s.
That's probably what I'm thinking of. I do remember Thrasher fries. I just don't remember which one.
Yeah, they went way downhill. Every time we've went there the last few years, it's I don't know if they changed the kind of potatoes or the oil that they're using, but they've been different. They're definitely not as good. But I mean, there was Boardwalk fries as well. Like that was like a chain company.
I remember boardwalk fries, but I don't know because I've been to I wouldn't say a bunch of boardwalks, but I get because my dad used to take us to Coney Island when we were kids. Well, once or twice.
What's that place up north that everyone goes to? I'm having such a brain fart trying to think of it. I was trying to make a joke and then now I forgot it.
I know.
Is it like Cape something?
What are we talking about?
There's like an island off the coast. Everyone always goes up there. And it's a Richie Rich place.
Oh, you're talking about outside of New York. I know what you're talking about. Steve would probably remember. What's the fancy part of New York where they all vacation, Steve? The Hamptons?
I thought,
That's what I was
that's not the island though. Here, hold on, let me just pull up the map.
Well, New York's the Hamptons.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Crab Place had a hotel on top.
Yeah, up here, what is this? Cape Cod. That's it. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh,
Up off it. I knew it was. I typed in Massachusetts in my search, but it didn't bring up Cape Cod. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it brought up some of the little cities or towns inside of Cape Cod. I guess it makes sense. Yeah, because that's where Martha's Vineyard is and whatnot, in Nantucket.
bought 2 cars. Cape Cod. Drove all the way up there, picked them up, drove all the way back home.
Yeah, my joke was going to be like, oh, my parents took me to Cape Cod. But,
No.
yeah, I messed it up.
I'll remember that. Phillips Crab House.
so much to do today. Definitely gonna cut it here in 10 minutes.
Does every town have a shenanigans?
We do not.
Let's try to find this crap place. Look. It looks too fancy to see anymore. The Embers, that's in New Jersey. Steve, are you just leaving? No traffic there.
Whoa. Carve took a dive. Just noticed that. Still trading though.
Well, I just answered your question, BT. You didn't hear anything I said.
No. So you're on vacation and your phone still doesn't work.
And I get a phone call and it doesn't go back to it.
You're on vacation, right?
I finished my last delivery at 12:03 this morning, and was packing the truck, packing the car. We left around 11:15 or so. I don't know where my wife is.
Did you say 12:03?
Yeah, 12:03 a.m.
Who's getting deliveries at midnight?
I do my deliveries all hours of the night. Usually, I start my deliveries at 2 in the morning.
Yeah, I would say he said that before. That way they're sitting
Yeah, I know,
there.
2 in the morning. I thought he started his day at 2 in the morning. He started doing pickups or deliveries at like, I don't know, 4. Like baker's hours.
No, that's when I do my deliveries. I started Wednesday morning at 2:30, and then I finished at 12:03 Thursday morning. 317 deliveries.
Fuck that, dude.
It's a little 24-hour day, no big deal.
That's what we do.
Sitting in a fucking van? Jesus.
Not really sitting that much. It's more in and out, in and out. I probably have the knees of a 90-year-old at this point. I have no idea where my wife is. I don't know how many cars back she is.
Lost your wife.
Yeah,
Some would say
all right.
it's
Is that her behind me finally? Maybe. I'm like driving in the middle lane. Instead of all these cars are passing me, and I don't know where she is. I think that's her. Yeah, looks like her. Jesus Christ. Come on, lady.
Close enough. We'll take that one.
You let her drive behind you?
Yeah, she's following me.
In
She's never driven this. She's never driven there before.
some dangerous waters there.
You let a woman
Why?
drive?
It's not what I meant, but I don't know. I've always driven behind my wife. I don't, and this is gonna sound corny as shit, but as like a protection thing. Like I trust myself not running into the back of her more than random people, and I don't know. GPS question mark?
Yeah, she's got ways, but she's more comfortable following my truck.
I don't know. I mean, it's the thing I'm teaching my kids already, you know, at 3 and 5. It's like, you know, just because the walk sign is up on the thing does not mean a car is not going to come rolling through here and hit you. Like, the quicker you can teach somebody that it's not yourself that you have to worry about when you're driving or walking or whatever, it's the people around you, like the better. And I don't know why I'm getting off on this tangent, but I guess it's because that's why I always drive behind the person that I'm with, because I feel like I can protect them in a way. I don't know. I told you it was going to sound corny.
So your wife drives places without you behind her sometimes.
I get where you're coming from. My dad taught me to be respectful.
Let's be honest, Beth, let's be honest. You just like the view.
And yeah.
I
You gotta
kinda
do
let
too.
girls walk on the right side of me on the sidewalk.
Yeah. No, I'm the same way.
Yeah, no, that I do. Yeah, they always walk on the inside. Whenever we're walking, my girls and my wife, they always walk on the inside.
You know, it's the whole, was that chivalry thing? It's instinct.
Chivalry.
But I've raised it since I was 3.
Chivalry, sexist,
Yeah.
whatever.
Girls nowadays don't know what to expect. They're like, whoa, what is this?
Oh yeah, it's like odd when you do it now. They're like, wait.
Don't you touch my door handle. I'll get out of the car myself, you ass. Oh, wait, you were being nice? My bad.
My last girlfriend was like that. She hated when people did things for her.
If you don't, you're like, oh, yeah, I thought you were part of the women empowerment movement. That's why I don't do anything for you.
The Ukrainian thing. Very strong-headed.
Oh, you had one of those 90-day mail-in brides?
Oh. No, that's my friend. He's doing that now.
Marrying her for the visa? For the green card?
That's what we joke with him about.
But is it true?
I don't know.
AMC kinda speeding
I haven't
up.
really
90-day fiance.
I haven't seen much of him in the past year because of COVID, and he's taking care of his mom who has really bad MS. So he can't really. He's very touchy about people visiting him.
It's really just you.
Yeah, that's true, thank God.
Everyone else you left it.
AMC making
My
a move.
ex-girlfriend's uncle did have a Russian mail-order bride. 100% mail-order bride.
How'd that work out?
Well, they're still married. I don't think she was really young. I mean, not that young, but young for him. And he runs a organic milk farm, so I don't think she necessarily signed up for that. But
Her name Olga or Svetlana?
I don't remember her name. I only met her once.
I don't know how Olga is still used as a name.
How long has Peter been in power?
A long time. All right, everybody. I'm gonna get out of here on the live stream. I'll be in Discord for probably like another half hour or so, but I do have some other stuff to do. So, Again, not a great day. It was pretty slow today. Hoping maybe we'll get some kind of a pickup tomorrow, and then on the next week. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Always appreciate the support. I will probably do my recap real quick after this to get it over with, and then yeah, I got bowling. The kids got the dentist, and kids got swim. Yeah, another one of those nights. So I will see you tomorrow night. Peace. Tomorrow night. I meant tomorrow morning. I did it again. I suck at this. Okay, bye. Don't laugh at me, TT. I forgot to turn the scene switcher off. Yeah, he's muted. He is pretty useless. Definitely no. 100% no. Unless you're on good terms with her and your wife knows that you're on good terms with her. That's a definite no. No, the fact that that's the first thing you said, no. It doesn't matter what else happened. No, it's a no. Yeah, no, definitely not. I mean, unless you're... Biatch! If I ever get divorced, I will definitely be getting like a mail order bride for my second relationship. That I would still not marry her. Just use her and be like, yeah, we'll get married and I'll get you your green card. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, damn right. I would probably go Indian. One that can cook. I'd either go Indian or I'd find like one that can do like make really good sushi. It'd be one of those two. Yeah, I'd probably lean towards the Japanese. I don't care. Whoa, LMFA making an interesting push. Orange, I am not. I left my mic on. Bye-bye. I'm in the Discord if you want to come in.